I seem to remember, actually, a former FBI agent, John D'Souza, about a year ago or so, warning us that the deep state was going to use a fake UFO invasion in order to distract us from what's really going on. John D'Souza is a retired FBI special agent who served 25 years. He worked on counterterrorism and paranormal cases specifically. In fact, he had a top secret security clearance during his FBI career. He literally was the one that collected X-Files that were used in the show X-Files. Like, that's what his job was. He warned us that politicians are going to start talking about UFOs. They're going to start talking about unexplained objects, UAPs, as they call them, and trying to drum up fear, as he said, about a fake UFO invasion. He said this almost a year ago. Watch him, FBI, basically lay out their playbook. Watch.
They're going to have to do something else. And I think fake alien invasion is one of the main things they have ready. And here's one of the keys to understanding fake alien invasion is that our military, for instance, our military industrial complex is so large, so huge, it's larger than many countries. There's segments of the Pentagon that I refer to as the dark Pentagon. It is military officials that are working with the cabal because they really need to get the fear up, to get back on the map with this fake alien invasion. And we're going to see a lot more politicians start supporting the Tic Tacs and the UAPs. And they're all going to be getting online to support them and to show how important they are.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Isn't that crazy?
Where'd you dig that up?
Well, I know these guys, and so it's just like I know that this has been talked about in these circles. Like, they're going to use this as an example.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to see how they're literally laying out this playbook. But what's amazing is this the playbook that we're seeing right now unfold? Who knows? But guys, this has all happened before. Almost precisely, exactly how this is laying out has happened before. Just 2 days after the attack on Pearl Harbor, unsubstantiated reports suddenly started proliferating all over the New York area about approaching aircraft that were coming in. It caused a minor invasion panic. People were freaking out. Stocks plummeted across New York City. So the stock market plummeted. People were freaking out. Where did those reports come from? We don't know. It didn't matter because it had the desired effect. People were freaking out about it. And that night, President Roosevelt led his fireside chat, famous fireside chats that he used to do. And he told Americans that we're declaring war on Japan. So, hey, all that fear that you had today, yeah, don't worry. That anxiety, we're going to go to war with Japan. So don't you worry about it. Then a few weeks later, in February of 1942, to keep the heat on the war, rhetoric for the American public, so we didn't forget about Pearl Harbor, we needed to keep this, fire going, right? The U.S. government suddenly released a ton of weather balloons. Sound familiar? And they did this over Los Angeles. And they were all designed basically to look like incoming attacking UFOs or aircraft. Like, what is descending suddenly on Los Angeles? Searchlights lit up the sky. Air raid sirens blared over Los Angeles. Anti-aircraft fire. This was the scene. Here it is. This was the Battle of Los Angeles, it became known. Everyone freaked out just as they planned. Wow, look at all those crazy objects. Is that Japan about to attack us? Mr. President, can you protect us from the evildoers, the invaders? Made all the newspapers, of course, searchlights and anti-aircraft guns comb the sky during an alarm. Everyone freaked out about it. It made all the newspapers and became known as the Battle of Los Angeles. And, are there aliens attacking us? No, it's the Japanese. It doesn't matter. Or is it just weather balloons? It doesn't matter. Just go along with it. Start firing the anti-aircraft guns. And America was sold the idea of going deeper into the bloody war to protect ourselves from Japan, of course. So a fake foreign invasion is what they're doing here. Former Lieutenant General Mike Flynn, yesterday, and he knows more than he's saying in this tweet. He knows this is fake. Look at this tweet last night from Mike Flynn. Be very careful chasing shiny objects, he tweets. Just when you least expect, you'll get punched so hard in the nose, you'll not recover. Steady, boys. Steady.